Hello everybody, it's the Warrior today. I come to you live once again, and we're working on a medium duty truck once again. But what I'm doing today was what kind of what I showed you from my last video where I had that cracked leaf spring. So I'm going to show you how to swap out a leaf spring. I mean, it seems pretty simple. I've never done it myself. This is my first time. I'm sure it's going to be many people's first time doing this. So don't be worried and don't be afraid. You know, it just takes a little muscle, some manpower. You know, she got air tools. That's the smarter way to do it. But I didn't have a socket, so I couldn't use air. But here I'll show you what I got going on here, and tell you what kind of wrenches you need and what you need to do to get the leaf spring out without getting injured or possibly killed doing this kind of job. It's not that bad, but let's show you how to do it, shall we? Alright, first of all guys, that's our U-bolts right there. That right there is the U-bolt. There's two of them, and they go right down there. They go over the top of your shock mount, and they're roughly let's see, these things are roughly they're 3 inches from inside to inside, and if I'm not mistaken, this one right here is probably about 5 to 6 inches long. I haven't measured it, but that's roughly what it is. And another thing too is your bolts. Them babies right there. The bolts right there, they take 15/16. If you're wondering, that's 15/16. There's 4 of them, so you have to take them off. But first of all, what I did was I have my jack here, and I have my board. I got my jack and my board, and it's directly underneath the frame. So that way, when you get your U-bolts off, you can jack up the truck, and you can get, you can raise your leaf spring up off of your cross member right there. But what I did was I jacked it up a little bit, took my U-bolts off, and then your front bolt right here, that one right there, let's see, this is it right here. That's it right there. That bolt right there is 1 1/8 inch. So if you have a wrench, here's my wrench right here. You can see right there, 1 1/8. That's what I use to take it off. And you have to have one of them on each side if you're gonna, because more than likely you have to at least use one wrench on one side, and you can use air on the other, because you have to turn your wheels back and forth depending on what you're doing, if it's a shock mount or if it's that front leaf spring bolt, to get that off. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take this off. The back one back there, it doesn't require a bolt. It actually has a slot in it, so you have to get it up far enough once you get them 2 bolts off, so that way it falls out of that slot. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take this thing out, and I'll show you what it is, because probably in that centerpiece right there, you may need a big size screwdriver or something to pop that up, because I think there's a place that sits down right there. So let's check it out. Let's check it out, Doc. And another one too, guys. See how there's a slot right there? So I can find it. See, there's a thing sticking out right there. There's a slot there. There's a rod right here. You have to take the bolt off of this side, and that bolt is actually going to be a 3/4 inch. But it has a locking head on this side right there. And then after that, you can drop it right on out of there and get to swapping it out. And guys, I got the bolt out. There's a little trick to it. I figured it out. It only took me a minute. But see, once you get the nut off the back side of this, what you have to do is take a pair of pliers or whatever. That's what I use, is a pair of pliers. But you take it and you turn that middle rod right here, because as you can tell, this bolt right here slides right through there. See, slides all the way through, and that's what holds the back side of your leaf spring in, so it doesn't pop out. So let's get her back together. How about it? We're on a roll. Yeah, guys, I had to I got these U-bolts earlier today, and this is the one I got right here. That's a 6-inch long square U-bolt for the front of this truck. Not sure what you may have on your truck, but this is what I got on mine. They're 6 inches long, and the inside of this thing is 3 inches from inside to inside. So don't make the same mistake I did. That's 3/4 inch, and that's 1/2 inch. So when you're replacing stuff on medium duty trucks, most of the medium duties have 1/2 inch U-bolts, not 3/4. So I'm gonna have to go get some of these and put these on. So here, I'll show you what I got going so far right over here. I got it back in. I got the new one in. So what you have to do is you got to put this side in first. You have to kind of fish it through, and there's see right here, I don't know if you can see, but right here there's a rod right there that sticks up. There's one on the other side of that also sticks out, and there's a hole on your cross member right here that actually slides into. And see, the front right here, it ain't gonna line up until I let the truck down some more. But in order to do that, I have to put my shock mount back on here, and put the U-bolts back on, so that way when I put more pressure on this leaf spring, it doesn't pop it back out. So you want to make sure that you put that side in first, and put your bolt that I showed you back on, so that way it holds it in place. Slide that back in that little slot in that hole in your cross member. Put your mount back on if that's how yours is set up. I'm not sure how yours is set up, but I have to put my shock mount back on right there. Put the U-bolts back on, and then I have to let it down in order to get that bolt back in. So let's go get some U-bolts and get this baby back together. What do you say? Okay, guys, I got the back bolt in. I got it fastened down. I think I still have to tighten that baby up yet, but I got my U-bolts in. Got them in, got them nice and tight. So now all I gotta do is lower the truck some, so I can get the bolt right here in. See right there, it's there, but I gotta get it up there to get that in, and then my shock, get it mounted back up, and then boom, we're done. So let's get back to work. All right, everybody, again and again and again. Well, see, I got the bolt in, but generally I had to use a jack and jack the frame up right here. See right there? I had to jack it up right there. And I actually had a 20-ton jack right here. So, and sometimes you just kind of have to move it around and kind of find your space, and jack the frame of the truck up sometimes, and in order to try to get it lined up. But if you had help, and maybe somebody could turn the steering wheels, or turn the steering wheel. A lot of times I'll actually line it up too, and that's how I got it this time. My wife came out here and turned the wheel for me, and bolt slid right in. I'm like, wow, that's really nice. Well, I got my shock tower back up, got everything tight, everything's all good, and yep, it took me about 6 hours. I started about noon and I'm done now, so I got everything put away. But yeah, you know, 6 hours. Somebody that I guess is way more experienced than I am probably wouldn't take as long, but yeah, I'm tired. By the way, if anybody wanted to know what a broken leaf spring looks like, here it is. And generally, most of the time on the front on these things, they'll break right in the center, and I didn't see that for a while, but well, you can tell it's been broken for a while. You know, not really any shiny parts there, but yep, that's a broken leaf spring right there, guys. And yeah, if anybody ever told you that working on trucks was a clean job, they lied. I'm filthy, look at this face. Ah. But yeah, this is my first attempt ever doing a leaf spring on a medium duty tow truck, or a medium duty truck. And well, I got it done. So hope you all enjoyed the video. Don't forget to hit that notification bell, like, subscribe, and there'll be future updates, I'm sure, on this one. I'm sure I'm not done yet. So until next time, guys, God bless, and see you soon.